Hi, so I'm making this video to help you understand what you need to do the first week and second week of class, because I know it's kind of overwhelming. There's so many parts to understand just in this class alone, plus all your other classes. So hopefully this will help you understand how to get through the content, right? So you're going to see, how to get started with the class. You're going to say, click here to start one. Go to the content page, and then we're going to go to start here. And so this is where you're going to click that registration. So if you click it and nothing happens, right? If you just get, a page that says your content is loading in another window, but it doesn't open a new window, what you need to do is look up here in this area of your toolbar for a little bitty square, red square with an X in it. If you click that little X, it'll pop up two options. You want to choose the first one that will allow block pop-ups from Macmillan. Once you do that and you go back and click the link for the registration again, you'll be set. It'll work, right? And when you get here to the registration, the student registration, um, you will see a page that has purchase an access code and then a smaller link that says, start the grace period or something like that. It'll have grace period. That's for the 14-day free trial. And then at the bottom, there should be an option for you to input your access code. So if you have an access code already, you can put it there. All right. And once you do that, you'll go through, setting up the stuff, and then you'll be able to get into the course. The next thing you need to do after that is to go ahead and click the week one course schedule or the weekly course schedule, and then click and you'll go to week one. So you can actually just do things in the order that they appear here. Um, you know, that would certainly be fine. Or you can prioritize based on, how much time you have to spend. Like doing the practice tests, it's going to take a lot more time than doing the plagiarism quiz. So if you just kind of click and see what's going on, then you can like decide, well, how much time do I need to finish that by the due date? And you can see the due dates by going to the calendar, this link up here. And then it might not default, but mine defaults to the list view. That means you just see the entire list of everything that's due, right? Um, Now I haven't imported everything into the class, so you're only seeing the things that are due like the first up to the 27th. But you can print this out if you like that. You can see it's going to give you, if there's a description of the assignment that's there, it's going to give it to you, or it might just give you the link. But if that will help you understand when things are due, then you can certainly do that. You can also see here on this calendar here, everywhere there's a blue dot, that means there's something due. So if you click that, you're going to see the day view, and you can come down here and see those things as well. All right. And then again, if you click this link, it'll give you a description maybe, or it'll just maybe give you a link to the actual assignment that's due. And then it's going to open up here. So this is what it's going to look like for you. You're going to see some instructions, and then you're going to see start assessment. And then you're going to get the questions, right? You're just going to go through and answer the questions. And when you're done, you're going to hit submit assignment. This is the syllabus. We went over this in class, but again, this is where it is if you want to look at it again. The Brightspace orientation, you only have 3 assignments to complete for that. The one is the orientation quiz. The one is the discussion board posts about yourself, and the other is the online student agreement. You know, all classes use Brightspace so much, and you do so much work online that I have all of my students complete it because it's applicable to you. So you're not purely an online student, but there is an strong online component to this class. So I just have all students do that. It is a 10-point completion quiz or it's 9 points. I think they're 9 questions, not 10. And you have to take it until you make 100% on everything. The orientation quiz is another short quiz. I think there might be 15 questions. Again, they're true, false, multiple choice based on the information that you see in the orientation videos that I've given you. So pretty simple. And again, some of those questions are going to be really obvious, but some actually do depend on you knowing specifically about how to do something in Brightspace. So that's where you want to use those videos on the Brightspace orientation page. And then the discussion board post is just a get to know you kind of thing. So it's 3 steps. By the 18th, you're going to post this part right here, right? So 3 links, not pictures or text, but 3 hyperlinks to someplace online that reflects your hobby or hobbies. And let us know if there are 3 links to the same hobby or if there are 3 different hobbies, right? Then by the 21st, you are going to you're going to respond to somebody else's post and guess what their hobbies are based on what the link looks like. And then by the 25th, you are going to post again to your own thread, right? That that gives us the answer, right? Plagiarism quiz, this is again is a completion grade. It's 10 points, just get it done. We don't expect you to know anything about plagiarism, so it's just to kind of get us a sense of what do you know. And then you'll take the plagiarism quiz 2 in week 2. Now, this one you have to earn a 10 out of 10, so you have to take the quiz over and over again to get all 10 questions right. I have it set though that if you don't get all the questions right when you take it a second time, you're only given the questions that you answered wrong. You're not going to take the 10 questions over and over again. And there are, in that case, when you take that one, you do get 3 articles to look at about plagiarism that you're supposed to read that will help you answer the questions. Um, the pre-writing is again something don't worry about, and if you're really lost when you start working on the assignment, this is to help you help me see where you are in terms of your writing ability. So if you come in here to the pre-write, right, you're going to see this is the diagnostic and it tells you just kind of what I said. It's 10 points just to complete it. These are the requirements that you should be shooting for, but if you don't know what MLA 9th edition style is, then don't worry about it. Do your best. You're going to choose one of these prompts, and then you're going to come down here and you're going to say start final paper. And you can use, this is the built-in word processor that Achieve has. So you can see it's got all the options that you could need, right? You're also going to see back over here on the side the prompt again, so you don't have to worry like what was I supposed to do, right? You can see right here all of those instructions, right? Um, and when you get finished, you're going to say done, start reflection, and there's one question for you to answer, and then there's going to be a place for you to save that. So, right, so let's say I'm typing, I can hit done, start reflection. So now it's saved now. I have to wait for it to say save. I'm going to answer this question. I can hit save, and then I can hit submit draft, right? Until you do that, you are able to come back and forth and keep working at it. You don't have to finish the paper in one sitting, right? Another thing that you can do, so do you see it says return to final paper? So there it is, right? I don't have to save it. It saves automatically when I work on it, okay? Now here you have import. So if you are preferring to use Google Docs or Word, you can actually write it and then import the file in there. So I can say choose, and I'll just choose this one for right now. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to say yes, overwrite, and then it's just going to put my document in there the way it's formatted in the original, right? Or if I'm not using Google Docs, whatever, I can copy and paste into the pane, all right? So that's how you do the pre-writing assignment. And you're going to find this link about how to complete writing assignments that will help you out if you need help. Um, the best thing to do here, this clicks and opens up a video that kind of walks you through some of the things that I just said, but it takes more time to explain some of the other parts that you don't necessarily need in this first one. But again, you can read it, but you can also watch a video there to help you out. All right, so again, the pre-writing is due the 20th, so it's due Sunday night, so you have time to work on it. The next thing is practice tests. Depending on the course that you're in, this will look different. If you're not in a co-requisite course, the practice tests are just to help you kind of diagnose what are some of your strengths and weaknesses as a writer, and you will only be assigned two of them. If you're in the co-requisite, when you click this, you're going to see the four practice tests that you must take. Okay, so I'm going to click the test, and it's going to explain what I'm going to do, right? And then I can hit practice test, and it's going to give me a question, right? Um, and then there are some of these have 45 questions, some of them have 20, right? Once you get done, you hit submit all. And then the system, if you're in the co-requisite course, the system is then going to set up a study plan for you. And you'll see that there's a study plan for each of those four tests. When you click in there, right? Okay, so I haven't taken the test yet, so I don't see anything, right? But once I take the test, it's going to assess what are the things that I knew enough about that I don't need to practice anymore, and what are the areas that I missed so many questions that I need more practice on. And so it's going to assign you um, information based on or tasks to do. Excuse me, let me take a drink. It's going to assign you tasks to do based on, the results of your test. So make sure you're not just going through there willy-nilly just to get it done. Take some time to answer as best as possible, right? Um, but again, you have until the 27th. So you've got 2 weeks to take that, a little bit over 2 weeks to take those tests. And then there's an introduction to diagnostics if you need that, right? The next section here are these learning curve quizzes. These are all extra credit. So you have a chance of earning 30 points extra credit for doing these mastery quizzes. Now, they are not necessarily easy. So, and this one, I'm going to go to evaluating sources. I'm going to click that. I'm going to say begin activity. So to get all of the points, all 5 points, you have to actually score, you know, up here, like there's 450 points ready. So again, you have to, but these questions are worth like 15 points, right? So I've got this question down here. I can read the ebook page that has information about this particular skill, and I have no penalty for that. I can get a hint, and that means I'm going to earn less points. I can only maybe get 5 points, or it could show me the answer and I won't get any points, and I'll be asked another question about this. So I can click there, and it's going to bring up that section, and I can read, and then I can answer, right? So let's say I answer incorrectly, right? I'm going to do that one. If I hit submit answer, it's going to tell me try again, right? And I can challenge the question if I think that it's wrong. But again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to click, and there's the right answer. So because I answered wrong the first time, if I answer right the second time, I'm going to get 5 points. I don't get the 15, but I get 5. Now I can go on to the next one, right? And so here again, I can look at the ebook for help, right? Or I can take a hint, right? The answer is not. So it's going to eliminate one of the possibilities, right? So it says introduce, click the sentence that introduces the source material, right? So if I click that, then that's right. So notice I only earned 3 points because I actually took a hint, right? So here, the student is quoting from page 149 of the following source, which in-text citation is correct, right? So I'm going to say Gardner 149, and this is MLA, right? So this is Gardner and Barefoot. So this is the correct answer. I'm going to hit submit. So I got all 15 points, right? And then you can take a break. You don't have to finish the whole test or the whole quiz in one sitting. This can be something that you work on, right? So I can take a break, right? And then I can come back and resume. So I've earned 23 out of 450 target points to earn my extra credit. You don't get 450 extra credit points, you get 5 bonus points, right? So again, if you want bonus, you're going to have to work on it. But the nice thing about it is I've chosen learning curve quizzes that should help you actually improve your writing skills in this course. So if you do them, that should actually have a net result in that your writing is probably going to improve on your essay. So you might not even need those bonus points. So notice that these are due by October 26th, right? And there is no extending that deadline. If you wait until the last minute to take them when you've had more than 2 months, then that's just on you, right? Week 2, this is where you take the second plagiarism quiz, and also when you complete the online student agreement. Again, you can complete these before week 2, but this is when they're due. We're also going to do a short unit on student study skills. So we're going to watch some of these videos, um, and just then talk about what you think those study skills mean and how you can improve. I hope that helps you figure out how to navigate everything. Again, always ask me a question if you have it. I'll be happy to help you out as much as I can. I'll see you in class. Bye bye.